We have been fighting to promote disability rights for over 15 years, but the full inclusion of people with disabilities cannot be achieved without economic empowerment, which for Nepalese people means being independent. This is the mission of Nepal Disabled Human Rights Center. In partnership with the UK NGO, Disability and Development Partners, DHRC Nepal has implemented a program funded by UK Aid to alleviate poverty among disabled people in 4 former districts of Western Nepal: Tanahu, Dang, Surkhet and Bardia. Working through disabled people's organizations in its district, we set up 45 new disabled people's self-help and savings groups, negotiated access by disabled people to mainstream skills and enterprise training, and directly supported new economic opportunities for 1,468 disabled people and their families. We are proud to share some outstanding success stories from the 4 districts in this film. These are just a few of the many people who have developed livelihood enterprises and taken independent steps to improve their lives. Dal Bahadur from Chintutar, Damauli municipality in former Tanahu district, has been running a small poultry raising and meat business in his own house for the past 3 years. He is one of the 371 people who received livelihood startup support through our local partner, the Resource Center for Rights and Development of Disabled People. Dal Bahadur himself feeds, provides water and takes care of his chickens, slaughtering, cleaning and preparing their meat for sale. As he says, no work is tough or easy, and if one has willingness out of their heart, anything can be accomplished.
अब आफूले मनभित्रैबाट म गर्छु यो काम गर्छु भनेर आँट लिएर गर्यो भने त्यो काम सहजै तरिकाले गर्न सकिन्छ रहेछ सर। अब चाहिँ म गर्दैन के अरे, म नदेख्ने मान्छे केही गर्न सक्दैन, यहाँ यताउता केही गर्न म सक्ने पनि भएन भनेर चाहिँ गर्न छोड्यो भने त्यो झन् गर्न नसकिँदो रहेछ।
The support Dal Bahadur received was not large, but it proved to be a gift in his life. With his earnings, he now plans to build a new chicken shed where he will raise chicks to expand his business. Yomaya Darai is a vulnerable young woman with intellectual disability who lives with her mother Pansamaya in a small rural village in Tanahu. Helped by her mother, she is now raising goats provided through the project. It is a small step and there are limits on what Yomaya can do for herself. But she is glad that there is someone who supports her and speaks up for her. She and her mother hope to increase the number of goats in time.
सहयोग त राम्रै सहयोग भएको छ नि, अब नभएको बेलामा बाख्रै थिएन, अब रित्तै थियो, अब यो सहयोगले गर्दाखेरि अन्ध्या सन्ध्या ल्याउनु परेन नि मलाई। आफ्नै खर्चले पाले जस्तो भयो के।
In Dang district, 369 people with disabilities were directly provided with livelihood activities. Juthe Gharti is one of them. He started his simple shoe repair business 3 years ago from a small roadside hut. But now he has a queue of customers from morning to evening, and his wife and sister have joined him in the expanding business. Zute's abilities were also recognized by the local Chamber of Commerce, and he was awarded a prize to celebrate his entrepreneurial success. Income from the shop covers his family's daily living cost, but also provided a down payment for Zute to buy an e-rickshaw, which he proudly rides round town and piles for hire. As Zute says, one should not go for begging or should feel weak upon bearing disability. If we move with positive thinking, changes beyond the imagination may be possible. Hira Thapa transformed her struggling petty shop into a successful vegetable business with income generation support from the project. After just 2 years, she was doing so well that she could buy a 4-wheel scooter. This makes it easy for her to collect vegetables from the market early in the morning for her shop and to carry out other tasks around town. Since her husband, who is also disabled, joined her in the business, they have opened a second grocery and vegetable shop, and now they feel the future for their son is secured. Lalit Bahadur Nepali of Lekparsha in Surkhet district felt very unhappy because he could not get any paid work, and he was bullied and discriminated against because of his disability. But now he has his dream job as a barber. He lives with pride and dignity. The same neighbors who used to backbite him in the past now queue up to get their hair cut in his little barber shop. These days, he has not only become self-employed but is also committed to speak out to inspire others through his example. A flood in the Lekparsa ward of Surkhet district swept away all Harikala Taram's cultivatable land, and she felt that her future had come to an end. Through this project, the Disabled People's Organization Disabled Empowerment Center provided support and motivation through which she was able to start off a little grocery shop. Harikala was then able to take a loan from the local self-help women's group to increase her business. That same grocery shop today provides a daily living for her family as well as meeting the cost of her children's education. Pushpi Chowdhury of Bardia district has also become a successful and independent woman. Since completing a swing training program 3 years ago, she has put her new skills to good use. She is now recognized as a successful trainer and imparts her skills to other persons with disabilities. Pushpi also has a good business sideline, selling sewing materials to new trainees. Her income has increased to a level where she can now live with full independence, whereas before she had to ask her family for money to survive. Our final story is about another couple, both people with disability, who are from Suryapatawa in Bardia district and who seem to be very happy today. Shyam and his wife Sunita had started a small cafe stall by borrowing basic utensils from friends and family. With livelihood support through project partner Bardia Rehabilitation Center of the Disabled, they bought their own cooking equipment and were able to develop their skills. As well as serving tea, they now make a range of tasty snacks such as samosas, chow mein, and sweets, and the cafe business is able to support the whole family. The energy and enthusiasm demonstrated by this couple has become a source of inspiration to other persons with disabilities. Shyam also has a real passion for music and enjoys playing his keyboard to customers, which is very good for business too. Realizing the changes brought about among in the project area, we know that persons with disabilities can become self-dependent if they have the opportunity to do so, and if they have the practical support needed to make the most of opportunities from which they may have previously been excluded because of other people's ideas about disability. In doing so, they can also provide an example to others, not only contributing to their own well-being, but also to the national prosperity.